Hello and welcome with Romantic Cooking with Olga. I have a new candle. Actually, this one is used. It is papaya and mango. It smells so good. And this candle I got from my friend before she moved away. But a couple months ago, I actually bought quite like a huge lot of candles from somebody on Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace. It was a huge candle lot. I only paid $5 and most of the candles were still brand new. I love cooking with candles. Okay, so we are making cured and dried pork tenderloin. This process is going to take 15 days. Yeah, it has to cure for 8 days and then dry another week. So here we need a container with a lid. I have a Christmas container. What we also need are seasoning. You can use whatever you like, your favorite seasoning. I have tried so many different things. I have tried it with Tex-Mex. It was very delicious. I have tried it with steak seasoning. You can just mix up your own, like garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, mix everything together. You can use that, whatever you like. These two seasonings, my friend who moved away gave to me. So I was like, yeah, let's try with Montreal chicken. And because this one has a red lid, so I know this one is then the roasted garlic and pepper. I want to try that as well. So seasoning is up to you. First, when I Googled how to cure and dry meat, I was so confused. Everybody did it so complicated. I thought I'm doing something wrong, but this is my recipe now. Because why is it so weird? The lighting is off. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I have tried so many versions, and this is just the way I like it, the way we like it. So yes, as you can see, we have one bag over here and one bag here. This bag contains 2 pork tenderloins in each. So we have 4 pork tenderloins, 2 in each container. As you can see, the kilogram price is amazing. It is really, really amazing. And this one was even $6.61 per kilogram. You can't go wrong with that. It is amazing. It's such a good price. So first what I will do is cut it open and wash the meat. And what we also need is paper towel and a sharp knife. So yeah, open it and wash it first. So here we have the meat, and by washing I didn't mean with soap. So it's just running the meat through cold water, so all the blood gets off, right? And then we pet dry it with a kitchen roll. And the next step, what I want to show you, which I can't show you with one hand, but we have to get rid of all the fat. This one I can just lose with my fingers. As you can see, I need 2 hands with that. But we have to cut with a sharp knife. Try not to take off too much meat, right? But we do want to get rid of the most of the fat, because otherwise it will just be chewy. We just want lean meat. And I will do that right now. So I trimmed off I tried as much as I can. I trimmed off the fat and the skin or whatever was left over. So this is the end result. So we will go ahead. I have, and this lighting, I'm so angry. We have sugar in here, just white sugar, 200 grams, so 100 grams in each. Like I said, just for this video, I measured it out, so you know, but normally I would just eyeball it. So we don't need a lot of sugar, just sugar and seasoning. What we do is we just sprinkle a little bit in here. And then I use First I use this seasoning. Oh my goodness, what's happening? I like to open the whole thing. For the seasoning, I don't measure anything out. This should be good. And this one is the Montreal chicken. Ooh, it smells delicious already. So, now we will put each in here and then we will like coat it a little bit. So now they are coated. I just mix it up with the hands. You can just, I'm not even sure if I will use all of the sugar, but I might not, but hope you can see that. You just put that on top. And yeah, you know what? I will not even use, this is what's left over, so you don't even need 100 grams for each bucket. You don't need that. So now we have the Montreal chicken right on top, just a little bit. And then we have the roasted garlic and peppers. And that's it. That's good enough. And I just marinate it now, or cure it now, 4 days in the fridge just with sugar and seasoning, because we have to get the water out of the meat and the sugar is doing the job. So yep, that's, you don't see it right now, but after 4 days, once we open it up, you will see the water. So goodbye, see you in 4 days. It's been 4 days. I just took these out of the fridge. Let us look inside. Just wanted to show you how it looks after 4 days, if it's cured or marinated. It's not very marinated, it's just sugar and seasoning, right? And yeah, it has all the juice, all the water, not juice, it's water, has been released from the meat. So now we will take out the pork tenderloin. I will rinse it under cold water, just wash everything off, and I will also wash the containers with warm water and soap. And yeah, and then I will show you the rest of it. So I pat dry the pork tenderloin. As you can see, the buckets are clean and dry. I might need another kitchen towel just to make sure it is all dry. And I just quickly wanted to show you, where was that? Sometimes right after the sugar, not this one, I just saw it when I rinsed the meat, like this, it's just getting loose. You can just take it off like this. You just feel it that it's very loose. You just take it off. And perhaps it's here. Yeah, I don't know. Now I can't find it for the video, but yeah, if you find things like this, you know, you can just take it off. And now we will use salt and seasoning again. So we will start now with the salt stage. Right now I have table salt. I have done it with fine sea salt as well. It works fine. But for today it's table salt. Usually I don't have measurement for this. I just eyeball it. But for this video, I measured out 100 grams. So we will see if I actually use 100 grams for the pork tenderloin. What else? I wanted to say something and I forgot. Yeah. So let me put it this way. Some people use lots and lots and lots of salt. Like they literally cover it in salt, which for me, once it's cured, it was way too salty. If you like it more salty, use more salt. Um, but my way is not that salty. So just saying, you can use more or less. So right now we have 100 grams in here. Okay, I'm trying with my left hand, which is not good. So I'll just put a little bit in here, a little bit in here. I will now put 2 pork tenderloins in here. And of course, I almost forgot, you have to use the same seasoning that we had with the sugar. So in the blue one, we have the Montreal chicken, and this one we will add roasted garlic and peppers. I will not use too much salt because those seasonings, they also contain salt. So we will just add that, just a little bit. So now we will put 2 pork tenderloins in here, and I will rub it all into the meat. This one goes right in here. So now I need 2 hands, and I will rub everything so it's covered with a salt and seasoning. So I wrapped it all in, as you can see, and now we will just top it with a little bit more of the salt. Yeah, I actually need to it's so hard with one hand. And I will use a little bit here. Oops. Ooh, I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah. So just a little bit more here. So actually, as you can see, it's plenty of salt. Trust me if I say that. Now we have to add a little bit more of this seasoning. See? Oh my goodness. It will infuse with the seasoning. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to do it with the right hand. I can't do it with the left. Okay, it should be good enough. That's good enough too. And now we will close the lid and see you in 4 days. All right, so it's been another 4 days. I just grabbed these out of the fridge. Let us look inside. That's how it looks like. And we will now rinse it off with cold water. Whoops. What just happened? Come on. And we will now use pantyhose. But yeah, first we will rinse it off with cold water. So that's the meat from the red bucket, because I use different spices for each bucket. So I will just do the red ones first. Because yeah, I have to remember where I hang it. So I know then for the next time if we like the flavor or not. So now we have to pet dry it. It is rinsed off. And yeah, you won't be able to see it, but I can feel it. The structure, how do you say, the texture, not the structure. The texture of the meat is completely different. It is harder. So yeah, so I will just go ahead, pet dry it completely. And then we have to cut. This is just a very cheap pantyhose. We don't need expensive ones. Yeah, I will tell you. So here we have the pantyhose, and now because this will like stretch out, we don't need to cut it until here. It's way too big. I will just go ahead, cut it, because we need a pocket for these little guys. And so yeah, I will cut it, and this is quite dry, as you can see, and I will cut the pantyhose. So just wanted to show you that yeah, the end of it, you just open it up, put the meat inside, and the end you have a knot. And for this part, because you have two open parts, you just make a knot, whatever you call it, and then you put the meat in, and then you make another knot. So yeah, then it will just hang just like this. I will go ahead, do it with the rest of the meat. Just wanted to quickly show you. And this will be hanging. This part I don't want to show you. This goes into the basement. We have an unfinished bathroom downstairs. It's not finished. And we have 2x4s in the washroom, which I put screws into the 2x4s, but not completely in, because this will be hanging on the screw on the 2x4. But you have to make sure that the meat is not touching the wall, because otherwise it doesn't get dry on this side and it just gets moldy. You have to hang it, because my screws are out like this far. So I hang it on just on the tip, so that the air goes through everything and is not, don't let the meat touch the walls or a table or something. If you think you can put the meat down, so you can just let it outside just to dry, but on the bottom it will not dry. It will just be moist, yeah, wet, and then it will get moldy. So this will go downstairs. I will hang it the meat will go downstairs, and it will hang for a week just to dry, and then it's ready to cut open. Finally, the drying is done. As you can see, I hope you can hear it. It is rock hard. It's been another 7 days, and I will cut into it. And then I'm actually getting the kids ready for school, and then I'll cut it open, and then we will do a taste test with my son. So I cut it open. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. So let's see. Go ahead. Probier mal. Your honest opinion. Wie du es schmeckt. Du hättest nicht alles reinmachen müssen, Eva. Ein bisschen abbeißen. He just put the whole thing in his mouth and now he's chewing instead of taking a bite. Are you okay? Mhm. Ja, schmeckt das lecker oder nicht?
Ja.
Sehr gut?
Ja.
Dann sag sehr gut. Oder nicht sehr gut?
Sehr gut.
Okay, very good. So, and this is how I make my cured and dry pork tenderloin. I hope you guys liked this video. Bye.